have my intro and everything on the computer. Is that what you're talking about, or is there something else you're talking about? Hey, Tubbs, you want to practice the intro?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. You want to get it up on your...
You can, yeah, send it to me on email.
I already shared it with you. Do we only have... Oh, there are 2 chairs here. Okay. These are comfortable. Oh my gosh, I just sunk like 6 inches because I'm fat. Alright, so if you could just, I wasn't sure exactly what you wanted to say. So on the first little part, I just kind of talk about the 2 quarters. It's a beautiful evening here in chilly Highlands Ranch, Colorado, as we welcome you to Shea Stadium tonight. Mountain Vista, ThunderRidge, the Wildcat Clasíco, nothing quite like it. I'm Griffin Leonard alongside Nathan Tubbs, delighted to welcome you to Vista Now, the premier location for Mountain Vista sports for this Vista football game. And tonight, it's a tale of two offenses that are either very hot or very cold. Tubbs?
It's a beautiful night here atop the press booth. ThunderRidge has not had the hottest start this year at 0-3, and Vista not much better at 1-2. The Golden Eagles have faced some worthy adversaries in Regis Jesuit and Valor Christian, but quarterback Dane Doherty is looking to replicate his success against the Highlands Ranch Falcons here in tonight's game. Dane will need to stay composed tonight and focus on completing passes. I wouldn't be surprised to see some screens tonight. On the other side of the ball, we have Seth Frazier, a high-percentage quarterback looking to break down the Golden Eagles secondary with his precision. Frazier also loves to pick at the opposing D-line with a Cam Newton-style rushing aggression. What do you say, Griffin?
That's pretty well said, Tubbs. It's a game that I've been really excited about, and I'm ready for it to begin. Let's talk about the keys for Mountain Vista to win this game as we're about ready to hit kickoff.
Let's do it.
All right, well, the first one, win the turnover battle. Both of these teams, they've turned the ball over more than they've gotten turnovers. It's very important that the Golden Eagles win that battle tonight because that way their offense will lead, they'll have the ball more than ThunderRidge will.
We're really going to need to let Holton run wild. Adam Holton, he's a beast on offense and defense. He gets the job done on both sides of the ball, leads the team in tackles, and when he has the ball in his hands on offense, he's a force to be reckoned with. If Adam Holton is involved this game, it's looking very good for the Golden Eagles.
All right, and that brings us to our third key of the game. The Golden Eagles need to use Nick Stone, junior wide receiver for the Golden Eagles. First two games of the season, absolutely electric. This last game, one reception for 1 yard. It needs to get better tonight, and I'm confident that the Golden Eagles can do it.
Here's Danny Kapernakis with the kickoff. Ball's going to the ThunderRidge.
The kick is away, and we are underway here at Shea Stadium.
Kick is fielded by Horsford.
ThunderRidge returning it, going off to the left. Finding some room as the returner. Tackled down by about 5 Golden Eagles at the 13-yard line.
Horseman just didn't run vertically there, Griffin. He ran to his own sideline, was looking for some help from his teammates, I guess. But he was taken down at about the 14-yard line. ThunderRidge takes the ball.
Grizzlies offense taking the field.
So leading ThunderRidge onto the field is their quarterback. It's Seth Frazier, the junior quarterback for ThunderRidge. Handoff to the fullback on first down. That will go out to about the 17-yard line.
Griffin, look for setups similar to that from the Grizzlies offense tonight. They have multiple options with that play. They could hand it off to the man running downfield. Or across the field, rather, excuse me.
Yeah, that's Lucas Fish, their fullback. He hasn't gotten a whole lot of carries this season so far, only 8. But when he has, he's been a really good player. He's averaged 7 yards a carry. ThunderRidge in the I formation once again. They give it to the fullback once again. Hit at the line and tackled down after no more than a gain of 2.
2 inside runs, both of them ultimately fruitless. They got a 3rd and 5 to go here. They put men in motion on both plays.
3rd and 5 for the Grizzlies.
3rd down and 5 coming up from the 19 for ThunderRidge. We'll see if they go with another run or if we'll see Frazier get his first action of the game.
Griffin, I'd be watching out for Caden Strassheim on the rush here. He was electric in their game against Highlands Ranch, and if he can be vocal tonight, things are looking up for the Golden Eagles.
Once again from the I formation. 3rd and 5. Play action. Throwing to the right, and it's tipped at the line. That's Adam Holton.
What did we say, Griffin? Adam Holton, electric on both sides of the ball. He got up. Huge vertical, batted the ball down. That's a quick 3 and out from the Grizzlies. Griffin, I'd also like to add, they ran the same play with different ideas, all 3. And it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, although that's something the Golden Eagles have to be careful about. It's the same formation. The looks feel the same, but if that play changes, the Golden Eagles have to be ready to adjust. That punt takes a favorable bounce for ThunderRidge, and it will go all the way down to the 35-yard line, and that is where the Golden Eagles will take over.
This is a big rivalry game. One of the biggest quarterback Dane Doherty has ever been a part of. He's going to need to stay composed tonight, complete his passes. That's all anybody can ask from him tonight.
So we'll see the Golden Eagles out for their first possession with Dane Doherty, the junior quarterback, under center for the Golden Eagles. 3-receiver package for the Eagles. And that handoff will go to Christian Baker up the middle. And he will go for a gain of 5 down to the 40-yard line.
Mount Vista averages roughly 5 yards per carry. You see 5 yards right there. Christian Baker, he's going to be getting a lot of reps tonight, Griffin. He's got to be electric.
So the Golden Eagles from the 40-yard line on 2nd down and 5. Takes the snap, play action. Finding a receiver on the outside.
Mount Vista quickly moving down the field already. As said before, Dane Doherty, if he composes himself and completes those passes, he gets big yards.
So a big play for the Golden Eagles gets them down into ThunderRidge territory and gets them a first down. No one in the backfield apart from Dane. On first down, throws a screen to the right side.
This pass is complete.
However, met at the line of scrimmage is Sam Crissa, and that play will go for nothing.
We foresaw these screen passes. He just threw ultimately into a sea of green there, taken down just shy of the line of scrimmage. Could have been a lot worse, Griffin.
It's officially a loss of 1 on that play, so 2nd and 11 here for the Golden Eagles. That handoff will go to Adam Holton, who goes up the middle. His first carry of the day, and he will be wrestled down at the 40-yard line.
Vista picks up a few.
Vista quick to be back ready to play. They've got a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, they will hand it off to Adam Holton, who tries to find a hole and is taken down at the 37-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down for the Golden Eagles, who aren't rushing off the field. It looks like we could see them go for it early in this ballgame.
Garrett Looney understands the flaws in the Grizzlies' defense, looking to be extra aggressive here in the opening drive, no less. The ball is in ThunderRidge territory on the 37-yard line, Griff.
Yeah, if this were an NFL game, we'd probably see them kick a field goal. Unfortunately, Kapernakis, I don't believe, is capable of it. So we'll see the Golden Eagles go for it on 4th and 5 here early on in this ball game. Doherty takes the snap, looking to scramble. Extends the play and throws incomplete. That one intended for Adam Holton. And it's a turnover on downs for the Golden Eagles.
And the Grizzlies are going to take over on
Grizzlies
downs.
take over at their own 37-yard line. I'm not so opposed to going for it on 4th and 5, but the Grizzlies remain true to themselves. Their secondary held it down.
Yeah, it's a really rough punt to take if you're the Golden Eagles. You get into Grizzly territory, you get 4th down, it appears manageable, and they do decide to take a gamble. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out this time around. We'll see if Looney maintains that aggressiveness throughout the rest of this game.
Grizzly offense back on the field.
First down. The handoff up the middle. That one goes to Rickford and picks up a couple.
ThunderRidge favoring those inside runs. They've only been good for a couple so far. They've got a 2nd and 8 ahead of them.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Grizzlies.
We approach the 7-minute mark here in the first quarter. 2nd and 8 for the ThunderRidge Grizzlies.
Mount Vista playing man-to-man.
Play action. Rolling to the right is the quarterback. Throws right side. That one is completed.
That'll be Christian Baker with the tackle there. Takes him down at the Grizzlies' 42-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 5 again for the Grizzlies.
Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Grizzlies.
Golden Eagles looking for a big stop here on 3rd and 5. You got to think that the ThunderRidge Grizzlies probably would punt from where they are at the field right now if they were to have 4th down.
Absolutely.
So in a heavy left formation is ThunderRidge. And they will hand it off. Finding some room on the left side. A flag does come in, but that's Fotheringham, who picks up the 1st down tentatively. We will wait on the flag.
Sam Carissa gesturing towards the Grizzlies. Grizzlies also falling back into their own territory.
Looks like this one's coming back. Holding.
Offense, number 71.
That's holding on the Grizzlies, and it'll be 3rd and 15. We apologize for any wind.
Back the Grizzlies up a little bit.
It's out of our control, guys. We apologize.
So the official marking's 10 yards from the spot, which will bring up 3rd and 17. So the ThunderRidge Grizzlies go from a 1st down to a very difficult 3rd and 17 that they must try to pick up now. Motion on the right side. Looking to throw.
Pass is complete.
And taken down behind the scrimmage, or the line of scrimmage, is the receiver. And Frazier's pass doesn't amount to anything. The Golden Eagles will get the ball back.
The punting unit takes the field unsurprisingly. I don't know if the ThunderRidge Grizzlies share the same confidence in their offense as Coach Looney in a 4th down and 18 on their own 29.
The Golden Eagles have 2 back to return the punt. We'll see who gets it. The punt goes away somewhat cleanly and will bounce out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So very, very optimal field position for the Golden Eagles.
Caught it off the toe there, low flight, and it didn't even get the bounce that they wanted. It'll be Vista taking over at their own 46-yard line.
4:54 here to go in the first quarter as the Golden Eagles get their 2nd possession of the ballgame. A running back on either side. And that carry will go to number 17.
Adrian Hernandez for a loss in the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 12.
That's a back that the Golden Eagles haven't really utilized this year. Mainly it's been Baker and it's been Holton. But the Golden Eagles varying their looks a little early.
Grizzlies hunkering down, showing some tight defense. Their 2nd tackle for a loss in 2 drives.
Doherty takes the snap on 2nd down. Throws low, but it's complete. That's Sam Carissa extending the ball. And the Golden Eagles get right back to the line of scrimmage. Sam Carissa with the gain of 2.
Not the ideal start to this drive for the Golden Eagles. Yet another screen pass that gets choked up. It does get them back to the line of scrimmage, but definitely not the yardage they were looking for. ThunderRidge has they've been ultimately quite good in expecting these plays and getting the tackles when they need them.
3rd down and 10 from the 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Doherty looking to throw. Throws deep. Sam Carissa, and he has completed the pass to Sam Carissa down to the 20-yard line, and that is a huge play for the Golden Eagles.
What a pass by Dane Doherty. He sat in the pocket. He had plenty of time. and delivered a dime. Not to mention a fantastic catch from Chrissa right on the fingertips. He caught him in stride. Red zone territory for the Golden Eagles.
I must say that ball could not have been better. The snap is taken. Doherty wasn't ready, and Holton will pick it up, and that is a big loss for the Golden Eagles. All the way back to the 35-yard line. That's just miscommunication.
From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows, Griffin. That's the play that you just don't like to see. No matter who it is, after an explosive play, you just need something. You definitely don't want a loss of 16. The ball goes from the 20 to the 36.
Yeah, an ugly loss there for the Golden Eagles. Looney shaking his head on the sideline. And now the Golden Eagles will try to get that back.
University of Florida sticker on it and a license plate that has JLQ. Your lights are on.
He hit his man right into those players we talked about at the start of this game. If he comes to perform.
University of Florida sticker and license plate with JLQ. Your lights are on.
So an ugly 3rd and 26 here for the Golden Eagles. We'll see if they can fight for any of it back. Dane Doherty rolling out to the right, extending the play, throwing downfield, and he's got a man. And the ball comes out. The ball comes out, and it is recovered by ThunderRidge.
It's a Grizzly recovery.
An
Caught
unfortunate turn of events right there. The Grizzlies, their defense has been good. They let that deep ball go. But, man, you got to give credit where credit is due. A great punch-out tackle there. The ball goes to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and the Golden Eagles wouldn't have quite gotten the first down, but it definitely would have put them in field goal range, and that's what I'm talking about, winning that turnover battle. ThunderRidge, they've got the lead right now 1-0, and that's a big swing in momentum for them.
A little bit more than 2 minutes left in the quarter. The ThunderRidge offense is coming back out onto the field.
So ThunderRidge will begin their drive on the 20-yard line. Running the ball on the right side.
Number 21, Tate Fotheringham.
Fotheringham, he's had a couple carries so far in this game, and he gets down to the 23-yard line.
Adam Holton.
Good for 3 yards there. They're matriculating, but they just haven't had any explosive plays yet. I'd look out for one.
Looks like it's gonna bring up
We've
second
eclipsed
and
the
7.
2-minute mark here in the first quarter of this game. Still scoreless. ThunderRidge trying to change that. 2nd and 7 from the 23. Frazier handing it off to Fotheringham again.
Number 21, Tate Fotheringham. Grizzlies pick up another couple yards on the play.
Christian Baker there again to assist with the tackle, just shy of that first down mark. It'll be a 3rd and inches.
33.
Well, 3rd and 1. The Golden Eagles have to be ready for.
67. 10 yards.
Excuse me, there is a holding call on ThunderRidge that will back them up 10 yards. So no longer a 3rd and 1.
Second down.
It will instead be 2nd and long.
Griffin, I tell you, those flags must have camouflage because I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. 2nd and 17.
Frazier in shotgun. I see a deep pass coming.
2nd and 17. Frazier looking to run, finds no room, and is taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I was mistaken, Griffin. It was quite the opposite of a deep pass. It was a failed rush attempt. Seth Frazier is, like I said, quite aggressive when it comes to rushing attempts. That one didn't pan out for him.
Yeah, 2nd and 17, maybe not the best time to utilize that part of the playbook. Brings up 3rd and 20, as this may be the last play of the first quarter, depending on the outcome.
Third and 20 for the Grizzlies.
.15 seconds now to go in the first quarter. Timeout, ThunderRidge.
Timeout, ThunderRidge. It's their first timeout of the half.
As the clock's winding down here at the end of the
The
first
Grizzlies
quarter,
are going to need
Thunderidge
something
taking
big
timeout.
here to convert a first down.
Make sure that you continue to wear your masks and maintain social
They started this
distancing at all times.
drive on their own
All
20,
kids out there
been
keep
pushed all the
playing.
way back to their own
Kids are
10.
Friday night.
I'd look to see some aggression here from the Golden Eagles. A hard blitz. Look for Caden Strassheim and Adam Holton.
Yeah, you'd think if they go with a man blitz, maybe they get some pressure to the quarterback, put him inside their own 5. If not, they still have plenty of man back. They should be able to get some help, avoid a big gain. They need 20 yards.
As long as Christian Baker and Sam Crissa can hold down that 30-yard line, any pressure is good pressure.
Yep, safeties have to be on their toes. I'm hoping for ThunderRidge's sake that they don't run the ball, but you never know.
ThunderRidge offense gets set.
So with 15 seconds to go in the first quarter, Frazier takes the snap, looking to throw. Firing deep right side, and that will go over the head of their receiver, Tompkins.
Frazier just missed his mark by a couple yards there. Some tight defense on Sam Chris's part.
Golden Eagles, their student section, giving ThunderRidge a hard time here. It'll be a punt from nearly their own end zone as the punter lines up right on the goal line.
Yes, in case you weren't aware, this is a bitter, bitter rivalry between the ThunderRidge Grizzlies and the Mount Vista Golden Eagles. A lot of bad blood between these two teams. Look for the benches to clear.
Well, we'll see what happens. Big punt, and fielded by Crissa at the 43. Breaks one tackle and gets down to the 38-yard line with 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. This will be the last play of the first quarter.
There's that bad blood. Chris turning his head, talking some smack. He's not afraid to let the Grizzlies have it.
Yeah, it's really good to see a lot of the Golden Eagle players, especially the seniors who are the leaders of this team. They're really passionate. They say what's on their mind. They leave everything out on the field, and I love to see that. On first down, play action, finding, I believe, Nick Stone, who breaks a tackle and is pushed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Nick Stone with a big play, 22 yards, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. This is Golden Eagle football on Vista Now, scoreless after 1. We'll be back.
Gentlemen,
Are they even using this shit?
And we're back. Second quarter, Mount Vista ThunderRidge. Who do you think has the edge here after 1?
You know, it's been a close game. Ooh, Christian Baker moving up the field. He brings it to the 4-yard line. But to answer your question, Griffin, regardless of the field position the Golden Eagles have right now, I still give the edge to Mountain Vista, primarily because they've been converting on the explosive plays.
All right, handoff. No, he keeps it. Dane Doherty running right side. He's got some room. Touchdown for the Golden Eagles. They strike first here in the rivalry game.
Doherty with a little read option there. He saw how clogged up the defensive line had that inside lane. He just takes it outside, stretches his hand. That's 6 for the Golden Eagles.
Hold on a minute. I believe there's a flag.
Will I bite my words, folks?
It does.
Offense.
I will.
It appears to go against the Golden Eagles, and it does. 10 yards, and that negates the touchdown. But the Golden Eagles, they're still in the red zone. First and goal from, I believe, the 14 now.
As the boos rain in, the Golden Eagles have a whole new set of tasks ahead of them. The ball set back to the 10-yard line.
So we'll see how the play call changes now that they need 10 yards to go. The carry will go to Holton. He gets at the edge and gets right down to the 4. So they're right back where they started.
They got downs to work with. That run was crucial. Now the Grizzlies are on their heels. They don't have a lot of room to work with, Griffin.
On second and goal, Holton, just fighting for a couple of yards there, gets down to about the 2-yard line. It'll bring up third and goal, a very manageable third and goal.
He seemed to trip himself up right there, but it's still a positive gain. It'll be a 3rd and 3 for the Golden Eagles.
You can sense it in the fans, the players, the coaches. They are waiting for the Golden Eagles to get on the board here. They tasted it, but the penalty took it away. Can they get it right back? 3rd and goal. Doherty takes the snap, hands it off to Holton, and he will be taken down at the 1-yard line. Will they go for it again?
Absolutely.
Not enough to get Vista in the end zone. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So
Now,
4th and goal right outside the 1.
3 points would be nice, don't get me wrong, but if you're Coach Garrett Looney here, you got to get the momentum. You got to get pardon me, you just got to take as much away from the Grizzlies in a rivalry game like this as you can, and 3 points just doesn't do it.
3 carries for Holton in a row. 4th and goal. Doherty keeps it. He's got some room on the right side. And he is in the end zone. The Golden Eagles take the lead, and this time it stands.
Holton took a big hit on that fake, but his sacrifice was worth it. It'll be a 6-point lead for the Eagles. Now Kapernakis takes the field to try to make it 7.
So at the 10-minute mark, Golden Eagles 6, ThunderRidge 0. Kapernakis on to attempt the PAT. The kick is up, and it is good. 7-0, Golden Eagles will be back in 30 seconds. ThunderRidge trying to answer. Golden Eagle football on Vista Now. And we're back. Golden Eagles about to kick it off. ThunderRidge trying to answer after the Golden Eagle score.
It's chilly here atop the press booth. I'm Nathan Tubbs alongside Griffin Leonard. The Golden Eagles are up 7-0. Quarterback Dane Doherty, he's leading the team right now.
Daniel Kapernakis back to kick from Vista.
And again, we apologize for the wind. It's out of our control.
Big kick from Kapernakis all the way back to the 3-yard line. Breaking a tackle, breaking 2 tackles, and finally taken down at the 18-yard line is Tompkins.
Credit to the Grizzlies. Tompkins there with just a sea of white in front of him, and he managed to break enough tackles to get his team decent field position after what he was given from a big boot by Danny Kapernakis.
First and 10 for ThunderRidge.
ThunderRidge offense back out on the field.
ThunderRidge lining up in the I formation. Pitch to Tompkins and taken down behind the line to gain. Down at the 14-yard line is Tompkins.
Huge tackle there. That's the same look we've seen from the Grizzlies time and time again. ThunderRidge has a man down.
We'll update you on that injury as soon as we can.
Now, Griffin, amid this circumstance, what do you think ThunderRidge needs to do to get the ball down the field and just get some points on the board? Because they've been getting stuck.
Well, honestly, I'd like to see them differ from this run offense they've been going with so far in this game. There have been flashes of effectiveness, but for the most part, Vista has had an answer for it. And I believe that Frazier's going to have to use his arm a little bit if ThunderRidge want to answer on this possession. 2nd and 14, they're already in a hole.
I absolutely agree. Frazier is a very capable quarterback, and ThunderRidge just isn't confiding much trust in him.
ThunderRidge player still down here. So Tompkins is being helped off the field, which is good to see. He is walking, not necessarily under his own power, but it doesn't appear to be too serious.
Now, there was a big pile that occurred. He could have twisted an ankle. It could be something much worse. We're not sure. Best of wishes.
So as we return to action here, 2nd and 14 from the Grizzlies' own 14-yard line. And they're standing around for now, but I assume they will be set shortly. Frazier taking the snap. It's a designed run, gets some blocks. On the outside is Frazier, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe getting half a yard, but it didn't look like much was there.
Great performance from Mountain Vista thus far. The defensive line has been lights out when it comes to Frazier's rush attempts. They know he's made of them. They know that he can convert big yardage on them from time to time, and they've been quite electric when it comes to that.
Third and 13. That is the yardage ThunderRidge is facing. Frazier in the shotgun. Fathering him to his right, looking to throw his Frazier over the middle, and that pass is incomplete. The Golden Eagles get another stop.
Regardless, catch or not, Christian Baker was there with the tackle, but that's just the difference of whether or not they go for it on 4th down. The punting unit takes the field.
Yeah, that pass was intended for Pacheco. Unfortunately, the pass was behind him. Not really anything Pacheco could do on that one.
Back to kick is number 27, Colin Montgomery.
That punt is muffed, and it is just gotten away.
Kick gets away.
Credit to Montgomery. A terrible snap, and he made the most of it. He sends the ball all the way back into Vista territory. It'll be Dane Doherty and the Golden Eagles taking over from their own 48.
Still really good field position for the Golden Eagles, though. They will start just on the other side of midfield. But you got to like where they've been starting their possessions. They're almost already in field goal range. It's just a couple first downs. Christian Baker in the backfield with Doherty on 1st down with a receiver on either side. Doherty will go play action on first down. Nick Stone is being pulled at, and the flag does come out. Pass interference is likely.
Good play on Nick Stone's part. He knew that ball was over his head, so he got a little intimate with the Grizzlies. Flag is pulled.
So assuming the penalty is what we assume it is, it'll be 15 yards and an automatic first down for the Golden Eagles.
Pass interference. Defense, number 7. 15 yards in the previous spot.
Some free yardage there for the Golden Eagles. Exactly what they're looking for, especially as ThunderRidge has not been converting on offense. The more points they can put on the board, the more insurance they have, Griffin.
And that is the young corner, Wubena. Looked a little, he did look a little inexperienced there, and it's a first down for the Golden Eagles. Doherty will give it to the back Baker, who breaks through the first wall and gets down to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up second and short.
8 yards are always welcome on first down. Second down and very manageable. Looney has a bunch of plays he can pull out. He could even look for the end zone, Griffin.
Yeah, from the 30-yard line, I've seen Dane throw it plenty that far before. I'd love to see it. They got Nick Stone on the right. Look for him to make a play. On first down, it is a handoff to Christian Baker, though, who's met at the line, shakes off 1, shakes off 2, and is eventually just able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he avoids a loss.
I'm a bit surprised to see that play, Griffin. Coach Looney is usually aggressive when it comes to that. He was going for just the first down and no more there. The Golden Eagles did not convert.
So 3rd and 2 from the 30. You'd assume if they don't get it, then they'd go for it in this short yard package. But obviously we're optimistic that they just pick it up here. Adam Holton up the middle. He's met at the line, and that was never going to amount to anything. Loss of 1, and it'll bring up 4th and 3 from the 31.
The small ball does not convert for Mountain Vista there. Just met by a wall of green. They lose a yard.
So on this play, Looney favors Adam Holton in the backfield over Christian Baker. And a timeout is called by, I'm thinking the ref just called it. It looks like Nick Stone is a little shaken up, and he'll come off for the play. So on comes Sam Crissa. I would say still look for that one-on-one coverage on the bottom of your screen here. Sam Crissa, he's got the corner to deal with and no one else. 4th and 3, play action. Wide open is a receiver, and the Golden Eagles are down to the 15-yard line.
Beautiful play design there from Coach Garrett Looney. That play was executed to perfection by Dane Doherty. It was quite frankly undisputed from the Grizzlies. That's free yardage for the Golden Eagles on a 4th down, no less.
Yeah, Dawson Seaman with incredible route running to pick up that first down, and now Adam Holton lunges forward to about the 11-yard line. Golden Eagles marching down the field here. I like what I see.
I like it too, Griffin. These first down positive gains are so important, and that's been the difference maker thus far. The Grizzlies have just been putting themselves in terrible 2nd and 3rd down situations.
Handoff once again to Holton, who shakes the defender, gets down to the 3, but a flag does come in, and it is in all likelihood holding. ThunderRidge pointing toward the Golden Eagles. We'll see what the verdict is.
We have 2 fouls on the play. Holding, 72 offense, that's been declined. Block below the waist, number 32 offense. That penalty accepted 15 yards from the spot of the foul. 3-play second down.
So that's a little unfortunate.
So that penalty is going to
The holding call, which I initially had seen, wasn't even the main penalty. A 15-yard low block will set the Golden Eagles all the way back to the 24-yard line.
Got down on all fours. By any means necessary, he was getting that block. It's really too bad it was detrimental to this offensive drive. Dane Doherty, he's got 2nd down and 17 ahead of him.
Handoff goes to Adam Holton, who's got room on the left side. Gets a block from his receiver, and Adam Holton nearly picks up the entire yardage on that one play. It'll be a short 3rd down as he's tackled at the 11-yard line.
Fantastic vision there from Adam Holton. He only had one person to deal with, really. He got to the outside quick, and he made this a manageable 3rd down for Mountain Vista.
Third and 3. Doherty with Holton behind him. It'll go to Holton. Does he have any room? He does not. Picks up a yard, but it's not enough. Golden Eagles are 1 for 2 on 4th downs today. Will they go for another one?
I'm actually kind of surprised to see the Golden Eagles staying out there. Of course, we've seen it before this game, but they already have a lead, and a field goal here would be nice.
Yeah, put them up 2 scores, but I've always liked Looney being aggressive. Holton's got the ball 3 times in this set of downs already. We'll see if they keep it consistent or if they try to find a receiver. Nick Stone's got that one-on-one on the right side again. Doherty keeps it, finds a hole, and gets down to the 6-yard line, enough for a 1st down for the Golden Eagles.
Griffin, I think all these 4th down conversions have just come from superior preparation from Mountain Vista. They know exactly how to get these 4 and 5 yard plays down, and they've been quite effective at it. These 1st downs, they at least get 5 yards, and on the 4th downs, they can do just the same no matter how much pressure they're facing.
Well, and I know quite a few people on the team, and they say they always spend a lot of time watching film, so they know how to attack the opposing team's defense in the best way possible. That pass intended for Nick Stone, and it is dropped. I think he would have been down at the 1-yard line, but that would have been an incredibly athletic play from Nick Stone if he could have brought it in.
Dangerous pass. Looked a bit more hasty than we've seen before. There was a chance that ball could have been picked off too.
Yeah, the corner for ThunderRidge read that pass, although he was a little slow to get there. 2nd and goal from the 5. Adam Holton to Doherty's right.
Nick Stone one-on-one on the bottom again.
That rush will go to Holton. He's got a hole. Straight. We are back from Shea Stadium. And the quarterback, Frazier, takes it down to the 24. We apologize. The internet went down here at Shea Stadium. If you have a complaint, please talk to the Douglas County School District, not us, because we do not have any control over that situation.
Now, Vista Now is your trusted location for Vista Sports, but Douglas County is not your trusted location for consistent Wi-Fi.
All right, Frazier looking on the left side, and he's got his man who is immediately hit. That's a big hit.
Got Tristan Muth on the tackle there. It was hit hard. Could hear it from all the way up here at the tippy top of the press box. It's a chilly night here, folks.
Yep, and that is Hunter getting the catch on that one, although I think after that hit, he's probably wishing that it had been thrown to somebody else. 3rd and 1 from the 29. Brought down behind the line. And ThunderRidge will not pick it up. Looney calls timeout. 4th down, forthcoming for ThunderRidge.
Mountain Vista with the timeout there. I tell you what, Griffin, Mountain Vista's defensive line has been stone cold tonight, not letting anything through from Frazier's attempts. As said at the beginning of this broadcast, Seth Frazier loves to run the ball. He's tried many times. He's failed many times. It's a 4th down and 1 on their own 29-yard line for the ThunderRidge Grizzlies.
ThunderRidge taking quite a bit of time on the Golden Eagles timeout to discuss what they want to do here. I expect that they will go for it. They want to get some points before the end of the half, and they definitely don't want to give the Golden Eagles back the ball because if the Golden Eagles go up 21-0 before the half, ThunderRidge, they got major problems. 2:30 to go here in this first half.
Seth Frazier and the Grizzlies offense taking the field again. They just need 1 yard to keep this drive alive and keep their hopes alive.
I formation, quarterback sneak. The Golden Eagles meet him. I don't think he got it.
Griffin, it'll be a matter of inches. Look for the measurement to come out if it existed.
Based on the spot of the ball and the Golden Eagles signaling, I believe he's short. Frazier tried his best, but I believe he's half a yard short of the line to gain. Will they bother measuring?
Ball is placed short.
And the Golden Eagles have the biggest stop of the game so far. That is incredible.
Not only that, Griffin, but they have time to work with. With this offense heating up, they could make this game 21-0 by halftime.
Yeah, and they've got great field position to do it. 1st and 10 on the 29. Christian Baker in the backfield. And on 1st down, the carry will go to him. Bounces right side and gets to the 27, a gain of 2.
Now the bottom line here, Griffin, is just make sure you finish this half with the possession. You can't give the Grizzlies any sort of chance to score here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Handoff on 2nd down. Adam Holton getting the edge on the left side, and he has a big gain. 1st down for the Golden Eagles as he gets down to the 16-yard line.
Adam Holton utilizing the sidelines beautifully tonight. He knows that inside lane hasn't been working out, so he just pushes it to the sideline. Not the first time he's done it this game. It's good for roughly 10 yards.
Yeah, Adam Holton has a really, really nice ability. Keeps his feet moving even if he's hit, and gets even just a couple of yards. It makes a big difference. He gets the carry again, fights through a tackle down to the 8-yard line.
This guy just can't be touched in the backfield, always running for a positive gain. I think there's going to be a look at the end zone this play. Griffin, what do you say?
Yeah, I favor Adam Holton right now, though. He's gotten a couple good carries here. But yeah, if they pass, I don't think they're going to shovel one off for just a short little 3-yard pass. I think they will go for the end zone if Doherty decides to throw the ball. Here on 2nd and 7, carry goes to Holton, running right side, turns the corner, inside the 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles, and they have ThunderRidge in a chokehold.
Let's go ahead and run a replay on that one. Adam Holton yet again utilizing his own sideline this time. He's just too quick. The Grizzlies couldn't touch him, and he snuck in for 6. Mountain Vista 20, ThunderRidge 0. Danny Kapernakis for the PAT.
The kick is up, nearly blocked, and it is no good. I believe that one was wide to the right, and it's 20-0 Golden Eagles. Honestly, I'm not that disappointed he missed. The Golden Eagles have a big cushion.
They do have insurance there, Griffin. Credit to the ThunderRidge special teams unit. I assure you that Danny Kapernakis saw that guy in his peripherals, and he just was kind of forced his hand, and that means he pushed the kick because that was the only means of not getting blocked there. Well played by the Grizzlies.
So we'll stay here until the end of the half. Golden Eagles kicking it off to ThunderRidge. You got to think they're going to try to get something quick. They got to have something. They can't be shut out at the end of the first half, especially with the Golden Eagles charging down the field seemingly every time they get the ball. ThunderRidge has to try to get something here.
They're going to have to flip to a new page of the playbook because all of their plays thus far have not been explosive attempts, not been 20-plus yard attempts. They've only been going for the short yardage plays, and that's just not going to cut it when you have 50 seconds left.
Here's the kick from Kapernakis. Fielded at the 12. Taken down at the 21 is Weems. So 45 seconds to go in this first half. You'd think that we'd probably see some passing from Frazier over a couple runs, don't you think?
I would sure hope so, Griffin. They have 2 timeouts to work with. That means 2 important plays that they can keep within the sidelines. They have no choice but to go for the deep ball here.
Yeah, it's definitely not out of the question for ThunderRidge to come down and score a touchdown or at least get a field goal. Obviously, they'd favor a touchdown to make it a 2-score game, but I think the Grizzlies will take anything at this point. Frazier will hand it off on first down and met at the line.
ThunderRidge cheeks on the ground.
Man, when the Golden Eagles offense gives their defense time to rest, the D-line does not disappoint. They've been absolutely electric tonight. I've said it before. I have no way else of describing it. And the time is just ticking down. It appears ThunderRidge is giving up. Pitiful. You didn't hear that from me.
Yep, ThunderRidge takes it up the middle. That's Fish. He'll get down to the 22, but that'll do it. End of the half. 20 for the Golden Eagles, 0 for the Grizzlies. We're going to show you a quick segment from Mountain Vista Cross Country, the 2020 state champions. We would like to again ask if anybody has any thoughts, any questions for us about this first half. Put it down in the chat. We'll answer that as soon as that video is over. We would love to answer your questions. Additionally, we will give some halftime analysis right after the break. This is Golden Eagle football on Vista Now.
I'm John Peterson here with the boys 2025A cross country state champions. All right, so guys, in your last race, was there any added pressure due to you guys being heavy favorites?
I don't think there was. Our goal this season had kind of just been to put the target on other teams' back and to kind of just go chase down other people instead of kind of running for our lives. So we wanted to just go get as low as a score as possible and chase down other teams together.
Okay, how has your season been affected this year due to COVID-19?
It's been really different. So track got shut down in March and we've just been training ever since then. First it started out just as running by ourselves and then slowly getting into smaller groups, about like 4 or 5, and then just keep building up to basically we're at the whole team. We couldn't meet with our coaches until like late June, so it was just really weird, just virtually like talking to them and everything. And then just all the meets have been different, separated out into different waves, and you can have only a max of like 50 or 100 people. It's just been really different.
Do any of you guys have a favorite race?
Well, regionals was a really special race for us because it was the first time this season that all 6 of us were able to race in the same heat at the same time. So it was really nice to finally be able to just run with each other more than we can when we're split up.
And finally, was it any different running in waves rather than like a pack?
It's really different. So like the waves are, so like there's 50 in regular season. There was like 50 people per race. So there's 2 waves, and like each team got 3 people per wave. So there was way more strategy, and us personally, like as a team, we wanted to like stay calm and then make our move later on in the race instead of early. But I think we did really well as a team.
All right, perfect. Thank you, guys. I'm John Peterson, Mount Vista Media, home of all things Vista Cross Country.
Hello and welcome back to Shea Stadium. It's halftime here between the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles and the ThunderRidge Grizzlies. And it's been a one-sided affair so far, hasn't it?
It really has. The Golden Eagles have been electric on offense, not to mention some great performances here on defense. The defensive line has just been a brick wall. Nothing is getting past them.
Yeah, honestly, I've been really surprised by how well the Golden Eagle defense has played so far. They have contained ThunderRidge so far. Lots of third and fourth down stops on short yardage. They really struggled with that so far in the season. I'm really excited on how well they're executing this week.
Griffin, we talked about it before. I think the difference maker not only has been the preparation factor, but it's also just been the playmaking factor. Dane Doherty, he's been staying composed, completing the passes when he needs to. Adam Holton, he's getting the job done. What else can we expect from him?
Yeah, and that's really true. And I like the diversity in the play call that Looney has showed so far. I didn't really see a lot of the read option that he's been going with Doherty. We've seen that a lot on the goal line packages. Doherty took one in, I believe, for the second touchdown of the game. So it's good to see that they're mixing it up. ThunderRidge is kind of on their heels, and Golden Eagles have to take advantage of that. I think if they come out of the locker room and in the second half, if they score first, this game might as well be over.
You know what? That's a hot take, but I think I agree. Unless the Grizzlies really pull a cat out of the hat, they can't win this game. Zero offensive production. And while that is credited to the Golden Eagles defense, the offense just hasn't been getting it done. They haven't even been trying to get it done, Griffin. What do you say?
That's true. And I think it just comes down to the fact that the ThunderRidge Grizzlies, they're not trying a new style of offense. The style they're going with right now, it kind of looks like the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. The only problem is they don't have Lamar Jackson. Frazier really hasn't done that much with the carries he's gotten. He hasn't been breaking tackles. He's been hit with first contact and being brought down. It's just not working out the way that ThunderRidge has it planned. There's a reason they're 0-3. And I think the Golden Eagles have to come out of the locker room and enforce that they are the better team and not even give ThunderRidge a chance to come back into this game.
I completely agree. They did so in that first half, and if they can just reciprocate all that action, they're set up to win here, Griffin. We're roughly 6.5 minutes here from the second half being underway. The advantage obviously goes to the Golden Eagles. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to put them down below. Don't be shy. We don't bite. I know we both look disheveled. This is quite a scuffed setup that we have here for you, but we're trying something new. So
yes, that is true. So put anything in the comments you have. Please try to keep it appropriate. I know we've had some trouble with that so far. So please try to keep the comments appropriate. But yeah, if you have any questions, how ThunderRidge has been playing, how Vista's been playing, anything for us, yeah, feel free to put them down. 5-6 minutes to go in halftime. We'll be back in about 3 minutes with some things to look forward to in the third quarter. All right, we're back. Just over 2 minutes to go. Let's look in the comments and see what some people have to say. All right, we got something. Vista should come out first possession with the flea flicker. What do you think about that?
Love the play design. I don't know if it's in the playbook, but even if it isn't, they should still run it. I don't care if they're underprepared for the flea flicker. It needs to happen. I completely agree. Thank you for the input.
Yeah, I do think that although Adam Holton in particular was still pretty effective toward the end of the first half, it seemed like ThunderRidge were making slight adjustments. So maybe not the flea flicker, but I would like to see maybe an adjustment in the offense. Someone says, great job, both of you. Yeah, thanks. We're doing a multi-camera shoot for one of the first times in a while, and it's been really fun. So hopefully you all are enjoying it. So yeah, continue to spread the positivity. Connor Volrath asks, how does Vista's offense keep the lead from here? Do they stick with running the ball or start taking shots to get a bigger lead?
To answer that question, I would say they just need to control the time. As much as they can just have the ball in their hands, it doesn't matter what they're doing with it. They have they have a huge lead to work with, obviously. And on the offensive side of the ball, their expectations can be low. It really doesn't matter. It's the defense that needs to show up, keep the noise to an absolute minimum, and they'll be fine.
All right, yeah, I agree. Someone says total yards for each team, time possession, all that kind of stats. Unfortunately, our current spotter, one of the JV football players, a really nice guy, unfortunately he is in quarantine right now. So he does not have COVID. He has continued to test negative, but unfortunately he was not able to join us tonight. He's done a great job with that analytics and everything. He knows his stuff. But unfortunately he's unable to make it tonight, so we do not have those stats for you.
And to answer the question to the best of our ability, for those who haven't been tuned in for the entirety of this game, Mount Vista has been dominating not only time of possession and total yards, but just on defensive production as well, which obviously is reciprocated in the amount of yards that the Grizzlies have been able to put up. It's quite low on the ThunderRidge side of the ball and quite high on the Mountain Vista side.
Yeah, the team chemistry, it's been really high. So with a minute to go right before the start of the third quarter, let's hear what do you think Vista has to do right on the beginning of the third quarter. They're getting the ball first. They can strike early, put up a statement. What do they got to do?
Right at the start, I'd say keep the ball as long as you can. The points, of course, they're nice, but they're almost a bit unnecessary. If they can just keep the ball and control the clock for as long as possible, that's all they really need to do. That's the bottom line.
That's a great point. And although we haven't hit the running clock, for those of you who don't know, 40 point, if the Golden Eagles were to go up 40, that would be when the clock would just run until the end of the game. Fortunately, we haven't hit that yet. But we are up 20, so the Golden Eagles, if they can just hold the ball, although the clock won't be running, they can still really just drain the clock, because the Grizzlies, they need the time. The Golden Eagles don't need the time.
They really don't. They're just looking to tack it on. And now we're ready for kickoff. Let's kick it back to the game. Thanks, guys.
The second half is underway. Line drive kick that bounces over the head of one of the blockers, takes another weird bounce. Nick Stone picks it up at the 2-yard line. A completely broken play, and now Nick Stone's got room. One of the weirdest returns I've seen this season from the Golden Eagles. It bounces over the head of one of the blockers after landing at the 15-yard line. Nick Stone confusingly picks it up at the 2-yard line and takes it out to the 6 before being tackled.
In what was already a jumble of a play, Nick Stone smartly shifts the ball to his left hand, just maintaining that possession. That's all they need to do.
Yes, that would have been catastrophic if ThunderRidge had somehow ended up with the ball inside the 10-yard line to begin the half.
ThunderRidge Grizzlies.
First down, Doherty keeps it, pitches it off to Adam Holton, who gets hit at the 10 and is driven out of bounds. So a gain of 2 yards. ThunderRidge, a little pumped up, but it's still a decent gain by the Golden Eagles.
For that read option, Griffin, it was a no, yes. And the yes was 2 yards. 2 yards max. They only got 1.5 out of it, but they turned a negative gain into a positive one. Good on Dane Doherty for turning that into a positive gain.
A running back on either side of Doherty for second down. Play action, and now they'll pitch it off again to Christian Baker, who has a block and is taken down after another short gain of about 2, and it'll bring up a manageable 3rd and 6.
And that play was a bit reminiscent of the Grizzlies' offense, and the Holton exploited it in the first half, gained a bunch of yards and two
receivers to the left. Biggest pick that ThunderRidge will have all season.
Now that drive almost looked doomed from the start there, Griffin, from a bit of a scuffed reception of the kickoff all the way to just short gains into an interception. There was just a hastiness about the offense. They just need to slow it down and control the clock, as we said earlier.
So ThunderRidge with their best field position by far in this game. 1st and 10 from the Golden Eagle 15. Handoff on 1st down. That one goes to Fotheringham, who's had quite a few carries, gets 3 on that one.
A bit of a concerning play call there. It tells me that they haven't really changed much of the play style. They have great field positioning and immediately go for the inside run. It is good for 3 yards, but that's not going to win ball games, Griffin.
That rush goes up the middle for nothing. Tackle down at the 10.
Yet another inside run. It is good for 2 yards. It's a more manageable 3rd down, but it's a 3rd down nonetheless. You have 10 yards to the end zone. I honestly have no clue what they're going to do here, as it's been ages since I've seen them go for a play more than 5 yards.
3rd and 5 from the 10. Mount Vista showing blitz.
And folks, as annoying as the wind is, it's chilly up here.
Frazier looking to throw. On the left side, he's got a man. Tackled down around the 5. And ThunderRidge picks up the 1st down. 1st and goal from the 5.
Now, I said I hadn't seen them go for a play of 5 yards or more in a long time, and that one was 5 yards on the dot. It'll be a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. This defensive line is going to have to show out just the same as they did in the first half.
Eight and a half to go here in the 3rd quarter. The pitch to Fotheringham, and he's got an opening, and he's got a touchdown. Fotheringham for the ThunderRidge 6, and they are on the board.
An absolutely ideal open to the second half for the ThunderRidge Grizzlies. Shutting down Dane Doherty on offense and getting in the end zone quick. We got 8 minutes, 30 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, and the Grizzlies have just put up 6. Here's the PAT.
Yeah, it's all about adjustments, and the Grizzlies rather obviously have made some big adjustments at halftime, and they turn this game into a 2-possession game. We got a ball game, folks. 20-7.
Now, the Golden Eagles, they need to look past that. Of course, that was not ideal in any way, but still, if they control the clock, they can ice this game out. Now they need points, though. A field goal will do.
13-point game point conversions in order to tie it up. So Mount Vista looking to answer with at least a field goal here, get some of the momentum back. T-Ridge sends the kick downfield, and that one will go well into the end zone. A booming kick from ThunderRidge, and it's a touchback, and the Golden Eagles will start on the 20-yard line.
You know that wind you've been hearing, folks? It's moving in that direction. That ball carried all the way to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The previous kick landed at the 15. That kick went nearly 25 yards farther than its previous.
Dane Doherty has to control this offense, stay composed.
ThunderRidge looking to bring pressure. Adam Holton finds a seam and picks up 4 yards. That's a solid gain on first down for Adam Holton.
And while there's still plenty of football left to be played, I'd say the most important part is that the clock stays ticking.
Just a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6.
8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 6 from the 24. Doherty taking the snap, looking play action. He's pretty early on into that route. We'll see. It does appear to be pass interference.
Turn his head. You have to do that if you're going to put your arms up.
That's going to go against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that would have been an incredible catch by Nick Stone. He nearly had it. It looked like he caught the ball, but when he hit the ground, the ball popped out. Doesn't really matter here. Golden Eagles get a first down. The chains move. And ThunderRidge gets put into even more pressure now. We've seen that double route on a couple of different plays here from Nick Stone especially. It hasn't turned into a big play yet, but I feel like it's inevitable. Play action again. Looking deep for Nick Stone, and that one is broken up. That is a solid defensive play by the corner who had just gotten a pass interference call, redeems himself in a sense on that one.
Some redemption there for the Grizzlies. It's still a 2nd and 10. Not a bad pass at all by Doherty. He did hit his mark, just some good defense there by ThunderRidge.
For Vista.
2nd and 10 from the 39. Doherty with the back to his right. Hands it off. And I believe that is Christian Baker, although it could be Holton. It is Holton. So Adam Holton gets down to the 45-yard line.
The smart play there, make this third down a lot more manageable. They only need 4 yards. They've been converting these 4-yard plays, whether it's 4th down, whether it's 1st and goal, they get 4 yards.
Third and 4 from the 45. Flag comes in. Stone may have moved. No, it's offside on ThunderRidge. That's a little bit of an odd call. I don't think that the corner touched Nick Stone, although they say he did. They say the corner of ThunderRidge touched Nick Stone. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Golden Eagles.
Yep, just enough to move the chains there. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Let's see what they can work with here at midfield.
Adam Holton gets the carry up the middle. The pile pushes him forward to the 43 with forward progress. And some pushing and shoving. Oh, and there the ball has come out.
Picked up by ThunderRidge.
The referee says the ball came out. I saw no such thing. But the referee has pointed to ThunderRidge and they have a turnover. Mount Vista cannot believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we promise that we're not inside an airplane right now, as much as it may sound like it. The wind has kicked up quite a bit. There's very little we can do about it. We're doing our best here. We hope you can appreciate it.
Meanwhile, the referees have had a conference. They're talking to Coach Looney. And they do overturn the call on the field. That is good to see because I saw no fumble. It appeared like ThunderRidge had just yanked it right out of the grasp of Adam Holton after the play when there was that pushing and shoving.
Looks like they're going to take that turnover away from the Grizzlies here.
It goes to show how much or how far acting can get you. I'd say he was pretty clearly down before that ball ended up in the hands of the Grizzlies.
That is true.
So it's safe to say the refs made the right call.
ThunderRidge rushing a man off the field as they had too many men. They do get it off in time as Doherty hands the ball off to Adam Holton. He's got the edge on the left side.
Huge
pushed
blocks
out of the
there.
bounds at the 33.
Absolute huge blocks there from the offensive line. They've been doing a good job at giving Doherty some time, or at least the opportunity to scramble, but they're coming in clutch there with a nice block to move the chains. This wind is annoying us as it's annoying you, we promise.
First and 10 from the 34. Adam Holton gets down to the 31. That's a gain of 3. It's kind of interesting to me. First quarter, second quarter, Christian Baker and Adam Holton kind of splitting time as the lead backs. Although it seems as we carry on throughout the game, Adam Holton becomes the primary running back. I haven't seen Christian Baker recently.
Nor have I, Griffin, but I really can't complain as Holton's been getting it done. He gets choked up there a little bit, still turns it into a positive gain. Looks to be a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Number 99, Colin Fierro.
So 3rd and 4 from the 28. Dane Doherty confines with his coach. They've got the play of choice.
Brings a 3rd and 4 for Vista.
With a couple extra blocks on the left side, they'll see what they do. Adam Holton behind Doherty. Gets the rush, running to the left. He's got room. Adam Holton gets the first down inside the 20, and the Golden Eagles are in the red zone.
Tie him up. That's going to be enough for a Vista first down.
Folks, my absence was in an attempt to cut off some of the wind. It clearly did not work.
And obviously the Golden Eagles needed you on the mic because that's a big loss. Adam Holton gets taken down. That's a loss of almost 5. I believe the official ruling is 4. So the Golden Eagles back to the 23 as they face a 2nd and long.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the high percentage play, go for a little outside run, maybe that same read option. Just try to make this a manageable 3rd down to go for the end zone. Of course, the field goal is very viable here. It's all they need.
Doherty taking the snap on 2nd down. Hands off to Christian Baker, who gets his first action in a while, and he's taken down behind the line to gain. 3rd and 15 coming up. And you got to think the Golden Eagles are just trying to get a short gain, put them into field goal range, and get out of this possession with 3 points.
The difference I've been seeing, Griffin, is that Baker has been trying to maneuver through the inside lane, try to be slippery through the gaps, while Holton has been utilizing the sidelines more, and he has been more effective. Baker remains in the backfield. I'd be surprised to see him get the ball, especially with this 3rd and long.
With 2 receivers. And they do give it to Baker. It looks like caught the defense off guard too, as he gets down a little past the original line of scrimmage, down to the 18. And I'm honestly not too sure about Kapernakis' range, but a 35 I'm hoping is manageable.
We have another Grizzly down on the field, trying to get away on his own power. We have a Mountain Vista trainer tending to him.
He does appear to be okay. He's jogging off under his own power. Got a little bit of a limp, but hopefully just a little shaken up.
It's Nate Morris. Could have taken a kidney shot. He might have strained his groin, hamstring. You never know. We're so far away. It could be anything. But he does look to be in quite a bit of pain. But that limp has improved to more of a slow walk as he is now at the sideline.
So this is incredibly surprising. It appears like Vista is bringing their offense back onto the field on a 4th and 9. Not sure I agree with this play call.
I'm sure I don't agree with this play call, Griffin. They only need 3. I guess they don't have any trust in Kapernakis.
4th and 9, looking to throw. Rolling right, and that pass is well short, and Doherty goes down. Doherty goes down, holding his face, and the trainers rush out to him. He is face down at about the 35-yard line. That is not good.
Got a Vista player down.
Now, I hate to be that person, but he doesn't get hurt if you kick a field goal there, Griffin.
That is true, and unfortunately, it is a worst-case scenario for the Golden Eagles. They turn it over. Their quarterback gets hurt. He's a real leader on this team, and we really hope he is okay.
I couldn't agree more.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back, give you some updates on Dane's injury if we can. But yeah, 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mount Vista up 13, but the Grizzlies have the ball. When we come back, Golden Eagle football on Vista Now. The run to the right, and it's a short pickup for the Golden Eagles.
Sorry. That was a QB keeper.
2nd and 8 coming up for ThunderRidge. We're narrowing in on the 3-minute mark in the third quarter.
2nd and 8 for the Grizzlies.
Oh, the snap is fumbled. The Golden Eagles are quick to converge on the back, but ThunderRidge does retain possession, but it's a loss of 4. 3rd and 12 coming up from the 16. Ideal situation for the Golden Eagle defense as they look to get possession back straight away.
I apologize for the absence, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying our best to work with this injury as best we can, make it as seamless as possible. I hope I didn't miss out on too much.
Well, Frazier's looking to throw. He has a lot of time in the pocket, floats one over the middle, and it is brought in. Tyler Hunter with his biggest catch of the game so far. He's been targeted a couple times, but that's a big first down for the Grizzlies. They get down to the 39-yard line, first down ThunderRidge.
That'll be the one explosive play that I've seen even attempted by the ThunderRidge Grizzlies, and they make it happen.
Well, they kind of needed it at that point, didn't they? Handoff goes up the middle. Fotheringham only gets a yard there. He's been more of a workhorse back.
It's a disaster, folks. It's a disaster here atop the Shea Stadium press box. It gets worse and worse. This wind is so hard to deal with. But here we are. That last play, we'll chalk it up. It was just a gap in the secondary. They haven't seen a play like that. So what a time to pull it out of the bag, and it converts.
Blitz shown by the Golden Eagles. Frazier looking to pass. They bring pressure, and the Golden Eagles have their first sack of the game.
While the defensive line has been really really performing well. They haven't been applying as much pressure as they would have liked. So that pressure right there is super important. It really keeps the Grizzlies' offensive line on their heels. What a play by the Golden Eagles defensive line.
1 minute to go in the third quarter. It has been an incredible game to call so far. Golden Eagles up 13, and I have a feeling this game is going to get even better as we hit the final stretch. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Frazier takes the snap on third and very long, has pressure, floats a screen pass out. Breaking a tackle is Fotheringham, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but nowhere near the line to gain. That'll bring up fourth down, and we'll see if ThunderRidge elect a punt here, although it does appear that this will take us to the end of the third quarter.
Looking down at the sideline, Dane Doherty is standing up and looks to not have any serious injury. He might have sprained a finger. We're not completely sure. We'll see who takes the field to command the offense here in this next offensive drive for the Golden Eagles.
It's the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes of regulation to go here in the 2020 Wildcat Clasíco. Mount Vista 20, Grizzlies 7. We'll be back in a minute for the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Give it up for our ThunderRidge Palms team. As a reminder, everybody, as you're enjoying tonight's game, please make sure you're wearing your mask at all times and maintaining social distancing.
We're back. Fourth quarter.
The first play will be a punt.
The punt's away, end over end. A terrible punt, in my opinion. Didn't even get to midfield, and the Golden Eagles will take over at the 46-yard line in ThunderRidge territory. We would like to thank the 150 of you who are tuned in to watch this game. We really appreciate the support of both Vista Now and the football program. Please continue to support as the season carries on. There are 2 more games left in the season. Next week, Senior Night versus Rock Canyon, and the following week, Castleview. It's an away game, but we will have that for you right here on Vista Now. Myself on the call for that one.
Griffin, that was the second time we've seen some poor foot-eye execution from their punter, Thompson. He had a low-line drive earlier.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Holton bounces off a tackle and gets a gain of just over a yard. But yeah, that's a good point. If the punts had been better, the Golden Eagles, I don't think they would have scored this many points this easily. They've been gifted with really good field position on quite a few of their drives, and it's really contributed to this lead.
Second down.
Of course, the wind plays a factor. You're all well familiar with it.
That is a good point. Holton once again on the right side on the inside zone, and he will get just about 2. So 3rd and 7 coming up from the 47, or excuse me, the 42-yard line. And the Golden Eagles are facing a 3rd and long with the opportunity to kind of put this game away if they can get 6.
This is one of the longer 3rd down conversions they've needed so far. Showed some change in the Grizzlies' defense. They stopped him quite effectively on that first drive of the second half. They're performing a lot better than they were in the first half.
Well, so the official calls a timeout and tells Adam Holton to get off the field. I honestly have no idea why. They were pointing at his knee. He was arguing, but he trots off the field, so Christian Baker now is the back. Doherty looking to throw. Escapes the pocket to the left side. Floats one up, and it is caught. Who by is the question, and they give it to the Golden Eagles. That's Sam Carissa with a huge play, and the Golden Eagles are into the red zone, 1st and 10.
Sam Carissa sandwiched in between two Grizzly defenders, hauls in a beautiful pass from Dane Doherty, just a foot shy of the red zone, marked right at the line for the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I must admit, when that pass went up, I thought it was going to carry and be intercepted by one of the safeties, but it dropped perfectly for Carissa. Holton goes left, backtracks, and goes up the middle for about 3 or 4 yards. That's a solid gain.
Holton was looking to take that to the sideline, but the Grizzlies had that lane cut off. He managed to turn it into a 4-yard gain. The ball now resides on the 16-yard line.
Nine and a half to go. Golden Eagles trying to get as much clock drained as they can and then score. 2nd and 6 from the 16. Doherty keeps it himself, turns the corner, and gets hit by the cornerback. He does appear to be okay, shaking off that hit down at the 12, and it'll bring up a short but definitely attainable 3rd down.
It's a bit scary to watch as he barrels towards that 1st down marker. He could have just slid. He only loses a half a yard by doing so, but he elects to take the hit, and it's hardly agreeable after he went down on the previous drive. We hope that doesn't shake him up even more. Ball now on the 12-yard line. 3rd down, 2 to go. 9 minutes 18 here in the 4th quarter.
3rd and 2. Handoff up the middle. Holton hit at the line. Does he have enough for the 1st down? The ref says no based on that marking. Half a yard short as it appears, and it'll bring up 4th and short. Monumental play coming up. They are going to mark it inches short.
Could be a QB sneak. They might pull out a screen pass just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's all they need. They've been quite effective. There's some confusion as to the ball placement, if this is a 1st down or not. If it is, it'll be placed.
Well, the Golden Eagles called timeout. No. They want to talk it over. Honestly, from where the ball is from up here, it looks like it's right on the 10, but it must be a couple of inches off because the refs have not signaled to move the chains. So the Golden Eagles, although the scoreboard here at the stadium says 1st down, the chains are still lined up for 4th down, so I think it's 4th down, but I could be wrong. I am being told that it is a 1st down. However, the clock was running, so there's about 40 seconds less on the clock than there should have been, because in high school and college rules, if you get a 1st down, the clock stops till the ball was spotted. However, that didn't happen.
We'll call that a fortunate turn of events
for
the Golden Eagles.
So 1st and goal from right on the 10. And Doherty leads his team back onto the field, trying to ice this game by going up 3 scores once again.
Nick Stone, man-to-man on the bottom.
Doherty looking to pass. Throws off his back foot. Stone lunges for it, but Nick Stone is unable to come up with the catch. 2nd down.
Doherty tried to pull something out of the Mahomes bag. Didn't quite have it in him. Ball just missed its mark.
2nd and goal coming up. An incompletion, kind of unfortunate for the Golden Eagles, as that means the clock stops. ThunderRidge retains some time. So I am optimistic that Looney has called a run play here for Holton. He has been good so far today. The run does go to Holton, left side. Shakes a tackle at the line of scrimmage and gets down to the 6 yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd down.
We're here in the wind turbine that is Shea Stadium. 3rd down, they need 6 yards. That's all they need to put 6 more points up on the scoreboard, which would all but ice this game out.
They line up with 3 wide receivers, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Chrissa in the slot. Doherty hands it off to Holton, who has the corner. Cuts it back and is into the end zone. The Golden Eagles score.
The Grizzlies knew who they were messing with. The same player who has gotten 2 touchdowns by running to the sideline, but Holton elects to cut right in between them, slices through them like warm butter, and he's in for 6. Holton has single-handedly carried the Vista offense in today's game.
The kick is good. 27-7. The Golden Eagles look pretty good. I don't know about you, but I am optimistic. ThunderRidge, they're going to try to respond. 7:41 to go here in the 4th quarter. Golden Eagle football on Vista Now. Don't go away. It's only about to get more interesting. We'll be back. All right, we're back. 7:40 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Weens and Horseman set to receive. I just had the barrier you saw at halftime fall on my back.
Are you okay?
I am, in fact, okay.
Yeah, the wind, although it is inconvenient for you, it is causing us both physical pain and freezing pain because the wind is picking up, the temperature's going down. It's rough up here on the roof. It kind of sucks to be the away team, if I'm being honest.
It's a nightmare here atop the press box of Shea Stadium. I believe it was Jack Weens on that kickoff return, took the ball up to the 23-yard line. Boy, do the Grizzlies have some work cut out for them. Oh, this is a nightmare.
And a flag comes in. There are 4 wide receivers in a diamond formation. And an illegal substitution for the ThunderRidge Grizzlies will set them back 5 yards. Have you ever seen that formation before? 4 wide receivers in a diamond.
I have, but only in college football. It's the type of play where you see in just desperation attempts.
Oh my gosh, the plexiglass is coming down, folks.
I don't know why it was put
ending.
back up in the first place, yet here we are. I managed to catch it mid-sentence. Here I am, putting it away.
And as we discussed that, another flag comes in. It's a false start for ThunderRidge, and they are collapsing more than the plexiglass.
Man, they only need to do that one more time, and they have a safety on their hands. Just kidding, it's half the distance to the goal. But this is quite pathetic, really, Griffin. There's no other way to put it, is there?
Yeah, I think maybe it's just telling them that they shouldn't be in this weird diamond formation because it's all gone wrong since they went into it.
Oh, this is pitiful.
Watch them run the ball, too. He does look to pass and throws to a receiver on the right side, breaking a tackle and getting the first down.
Just shy of the first down.
Oh, excuse me. I forgot about the 20 full starts.
That's how far away they were, folks. They line up in the diamond formation at the bottom, elected to throw it up top. A bit of a trick play. If anything, I'd say that's kind of submission as a known defeat here. You don't see that happen when it's a 3-point ball game, do you?
Yeah, it was a pretty good play call, though. Got them 17 yards, although now the ball is coming back. Really disappointing to see if you're a ThunderRidge fan. That good gain completely wiped out now as they get sent all the way back to the 8-yard line.
All the ThunderRidge fans have flocked to Facebook, which is the reason why we're up top.
Here's Frazier looking to throw, escaping the pocket, and now he'll take off. Hit hard and spun down at the 16-yard line.
Seth Frazier got hit high and low there, sent him into a twisting motion. It didn't look too comfortable, folks. We're now approaching the 7-minute mark.
7 minutes to go. And ThunderRidge, they have to pick up the pace. If they don't score here, this game might as well be over. Frazier looking to pass, contested, and incomplete.
Who else but Adam Holton on the defense there? He would have had him down before the 10-yard mark. I thought it was the first down mark for a second, but even I forgot about the multitude of false starts and just embarrassments that the Grizzlies offense has been bestowing upon us.
Yeah, I will say that it was a little bit of controversial coverage there. Holton did get to him a little early. Could have been pass interference, which would have given ThunderRidge an automatic first down. They were begging for it on their sideline. Fortunately for Vista, the refs kept their flags in their pocket. Frazier looking to throw on 3rd and 17. Gets pressure. Nowhere for Frazier to go, and he is sacked.
That is borderline disrespect, but it's a rivalry game, so who cares? Seth Frazier goes down after just an absolute nightmare.
6.5. Yeah, 6.5 minutes to go. And our ThunderRidge appear to be waving the white flag here. And it's something you love to see as a Golden Eagle fan. ThunderRidge is punting down 20. They have given up, folks.
Oh, in any instance, they can't go for a 4th and 26 on their own 7. That's giving away 3 points. But
and
another muffed kick.
Another terrible punt that goes out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
Oh, I've never
Plus
seen,
a flag comes in.
I've never seen something so sorry.
We'll see what the flag is.
There is a look of disgust on my face. I hope you guys can envision it. I hope it's on your face too, because if you're not disgusted, you just have no ability to show emotion.
I'm going to be completely honest. I have a smile on my face right now.
That's acceptable. That's acceptable too.
And it's really awesome to see as a Vista fan, as a Vista student. Like we're both seniors, I believe. Well, half of the crew here is a senior. In our 4 years as a student here at Mountain Vista, Vista has never beaten ThunderRidge. Not in football. They have in basketball, but football, it's the big game every year. Everyone looks forward to it. If it weren't for COVID, there'd be 3,000 people packing these stands. It's a game everyone looks forward to, and the last 3 years, it's ended in disappointment. And this year, Mountain Vista finally looks to have conquered the beast.
Sweet, sweet victory as Vista's possession is now taking over within the 10-yard line. It gets worse. I didn't think it could, but it did.
Well, on top of that disastrous punt, ThunderRidge got a penalty of unsportsmanlike conduct as Adam Holton trots Adam Holton trots into the end zone for a touchdown for the Golden Eagles. And this game has gone out the window.
That'll be touchdown number 4 for Adam Holton.
And look at him run down the field. He's running faster than he did for the touchdown.
This is so sweet. This is what you love to see, and pardon the disrespect, but the people down below us in the warm booth who who have been cheering on the Grizzlies, they have gone dead silent. Or this is bad. They're going for 2.
So the Golden Eagles are going for 2 to push it to 28. They give it to Adam Holton, who cuts back on a little bit of a counter. The line push him forward. Does he get there? Initially, he did not.
Just short.
They will mark him at the 1. So ThunderRidge, small victories.
Small victories. You know what? Well said.
33-7, 26-point game. It's a 4-score game. ThunderRidge need a couple big plays and a few onside kicks and maybe a fumble in there too by the Golden Eagles, but it's still possible.
I'm perplexed. I'm perplexed, Griffin, and there's no way around it. We've had plexiglass fall on my back mid-sentence. This is we're living in a wind turbine right now. There's been times where it sounds like we're in an airplane that's taking off, but the only airplane. I'm gonna stop. No bad analogies today, folks. I'm sorry.
Well, that's perfectly all right. You know, it's been a weird night. I've really enjoyed this game. Although, honestly, I thought ThunderRidge would contend a little more. We were talking, and I had the Golden Eagles as 5-point favorites. Like, if you look at the spread, I had them as 5-point favorites, less than a touchdown. Look at the score. It's not that. The Golden Eagles have controlled this game. They've limited ThunderRidge's ability to make big plays, and they have looked like the better team. The scoreboard has reflected that. A flag comes in, and it looks like ThunderRidge will once again be sent back.
It'll be a holding on the returning team. I don't get it. I'm dumbfounded. I'm at a loss for words. That's all there is to be said about it, Griffin. If you have any sort of definition for what we're witnessing here today, I would be proud of you.
Well, I would say that let's see if ThunderRidge has any answer. They've struggled. There's no way around it. They've struggled to start drives.
When you think about it, their score has ultimately come from a Vista mishap led by a kind of powerful defensive stand from the Grizzlies. But when it comes...
Oh my gosh. How is that not picked off? That appears to be Grayson McCall. Complete miscommunication there on the side of ThunderRidge. The ball fell right into the hands of McCall, and he didn't catch it.
I think I could count the number of drives in which the offense has genuinely got down the field on 2 fingers. And I might only use 1.
Well, after that disaster of a first down, we'll see what Frazier can do on second. He lines up in the shotgun with the back to his right. Rolling out to the right. Cutting back inside and running is Frazier, and he is tackled down at about the 18-yard line.
That'll be Frazier's biggest rushing pickup of the game. Good for 8, maybe 9 yards. Gives him a 3rd down and short. Pardon me. Well, it's a 3rd down and short, but he only picked up 7 on it.
Adam Holton comes out of the game, a rest well-deserved from, once again, one of the greatest players on this Golden Eagle lineup. He has had a superb game.
We forget to note that he plays defense too, and he's good at it. He's really good at it.
Oh, Frazier has a man wide open, and the pass is dropped. That is embarrassing. 4th down and 3. Will they bother going for it, or will they punt? It doesn't look like they're sending their offense off the field, and a flag comes in. Possibly unsportsmanlike. And it is on ThunderRidge.
Now, you know, in the huddle, there's some vulgarities being spoken. This is unacceptable. I'm quite glad to see the referees following through on it. They're still taking this seriously when the Grizzlies clearly are not. This is no good, Griffin.
Now, as I recall, when we did the Mountain Vista Highlands Ranch game 2 weeks ago, there were also some unsportsmanlike penalties right around the time that we had the whole white team, green team endeavor. But yeah, it goes to show that the rivalries, even with COVID, even with all the stuff that's going on in the world, the rivalries between these high schools still runs deep. And ThunderRidge, even though they might not be performing well on the score sheet, they are still going to keep fighting until the end. 4th and 12. Throw deep. He's got a man. And it was dropped. Almost an incredible one-handed catch.
Frazier with back-to-back solid passes. The one on the play prior was a beautiful pass just off the fingertips. Like I said at the start of this game, if you touch it, you should catch it. It's a rule old as time, Griffin. But here we are, and I don't know what to say. I don't think I've ever seen a
Ball started off. 1st and goal, Golden Eagles.
ThunderRidge needs another big stand from its defense here.
Doherty keeping it himself, trying to turn the corner, beats the man.
Block.
Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Dane Doherty looking unstoppable, and another flag comes in, possibly another unsportsmanlike conduct, but we'll wait. It really is embarrassing. If it was holding, then that makes more sense, but it's embarrassing if it's another unsportsmanlike conduct by ThunderRidge.
It was a huge block. We were right.
The unsportsmanlike is unfortunately on the Golden Eagles. Dane Doherty may have dropped something out of his mouth.
We can't say anything for sure, but there was no scuffle, so it was definitely verbal. The refs have been tight with that.
That is true, and it's good to see. You don't
really
want, especially in a rivalry like this, you don't want things to get out of hand. Because
that's
when brawls happen. We don't want that, especially with everything that's going on with COVID. We don't want any unnecessary contact. There's already a lot of contact in football, but it's good to see that the refs are keeping everything to the best of their control. Kapernakis will attempt his 6th or 7th PAT of the game. I believe his 6th. And it was nearly blocked. Someone from ThunderRidge getting in there on special teams. If they had dove, it was probably blocked, but they did not, and the Golden Eagles convert on the PAT. 40-7 with under 5 to go in the game. We'll just stay here.
I'd say the most impressive aspect of the Grizzlies team in general tonight has been their special teams. They haven't had any major blunders, and especially when it comes down to the field goal attempts, they've been pretty lights out. Of course, they forced Kapernakis to miss one field goal and almost did the same right there, but they're always getting in his face, and it's unfortunate that their team hasn't been doing so hot.
Well, props to the 15 or so ThunderRidge fans in the student section that have stuck around. I know last week I was here for the Mountain Vista Valor game as a fan rather than a commentator, and that was a tough one to watch, especially with the weather. But 20 or so of us stuck it out, and props to those guys over in the ThunderRidge student section for sticking this one out.
You gotta respect it.
ThunderRidge going for anything at this point. Kapernakis about to deliver the ball to their hands with 5 minutes to go in this game. The kick is away, fielded at the 16. Getting some blocks and moving on to the 40-yard line.
That's Horseman with the reception. Like I said, the special teams has been the most impressive. No fumbles. They've returned every ball that they could. They're doing a good job. Props to them.
Yeah, the ThunderRidge special teams on offense and defense have probably been their strongest point of the game. It's just a shame that they've had to use their defensive special teams that much. Unfortunately, once they give the ball to the Golden Eagles, their defense is just unable to get those stops that they need to stay in the ballgame. Frazier dropping a pass over to his receiver, breaking a tackle and pulled down. Ball comes out, but the refs ruled the receivers down at the 50-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's a friendly reminder. Go outside, look at the moon. It's absolutely beautiful. Drink some water, stay healthy.
Ball spotted just in midfield.
And go Golden Eagles. See if we can get a little shot of the moon here.
Our technical team, they're doing a great job tonight. They've been faced with a few problems, but they have done very well. Big thanks to
Gain of about 4 yards on the play.
We got 2nd and 7 here. The Grizzlies have pushed it into Golden Eagle territory. We got 3 minutes 45 on the clock. What's going to happen, Griff? This game's a coin toss, isn't it?
one could say that. That is a fumble, and it's ruled incomplete, but that is a very bad call by the referee. I'm not sure if he
From our vantage point, it was quite clear that quarterback Seth Frazier threw the ball behind him, making that ball, as soon as it hits the floor, still a live ball. So whoever picks it up, that it's a live play, it goes as such. Of course, this game's almost a throwaway at this point, so it doesn't matter in the long run, but it could have.
That pass is incomplete.
Muth there on the coverage.
Yeah,
Ball missed its mark high either way.
Intended for Jacobs, and it'll bring up 4th and 7. We'll see if ThunderRidge try to extend this drive at all.
This is one of those make or break moments here in this football game. 4th quarter, 4th